West Coast House back with the retro reviews with the first of the two Road Wild pay-per-view reviews. The first we're going to talk about is 1998's Road Wild. I thought this was a guilty pleasure. I thought, you know, I know a lot of people said this show sucked, but it's a different opinion. I thought this was a guilty pleasure of mine. It's not the best show I've seen, but yeah, we're gonna take a look at this one, and then next week will be Road Wild 1999. So stay tuned next week for that. August 8th, which is today actually, 26 years ago, this event took place at the Sturgis Motorcycle Rally in Sturgis, South Dakota. Because Eric Bischoff likes motorcycles, so there's that. Anyways, so they went to the month prior at Bash to the Beach. They had the biggest buy rate ever. Well, one of them next to Starrcade 97 and Super Brawl, which was a few months after this. Let's see here, August 98, September, October, November, December, 99 will be January, 7 months later after this event, actually. Which I did, Super Brawl 9 back in February, and you will see that, okay? This show had Jay fucking Leno in the main event. Yes, this was the one you're thinking of, yes. But anyways, we'll get to that match. We'll get to that match. So yeah, main event match. We start with Ming defeating Barbarian. It was 4 minutes, but it's get in, get out, and there's that. There's a bunch of no selling from Ming, obviously, And yeah, Ming wins, and then afterwards he gets attacked by Jimmy Hart. He has the guts to do a freaking frog splash on Ming, which is hilarious. And then Jim Duggan comes in to save the day. Whatever. 5 out of 10, it was a decent match. And then we get a tag team match that turns into a street fight. The Public Enemy defeats the Dancing Fools of Disco Inferno. Fuck him. And Alex Wright. Yeah. Terrible match, really. It was started off as a tag team match, and then just some reason turned into a fucking street fight. The best part about it was Bobby Heenan says they got the kitchen sink, because they literally got a kitchen sink. 1 out of 10, I'll give it. Then we get a Ravens rules match. Saturn defeats Canyon and Raven in a pretty good match. This whole feud between Raven and Saturn and Canyon was into it was started at Slamboree when Canyon unmasked his Mortis gimmick and they reenact the chair shot heard around the world, the one in ECW where Tommy Dreamer did that to Raven in a cage. But yeah. And this whole thing ended at Fall Brawl. We'll say that next month. But yeah. This was a good match. I give it a 7 out of 10. I really thought this was a fun, hardcore match. No, it was better than the last match. Let's just be fair here. Anyways, then we got a match to determine the number 1 contender for the WCW Cruiserweight Championship. Rey Mysterio defeats Psychosis. It's mostly just like their match at one night. This was probably their weaker match, but all in all, it was still a good match. Yeah, I give it another 7 out of 10. You know, good match. So. And then we have for the WCW Television Championship. Now, Booker T was the Television Championship by Bash at the Beach, but he had a legitimate injury, so Stevie Ray was awarded the belt on I think it was a WCW house show. And here he just basically squashed Chavo Guerrero to retain the television championship. I almost said cruiserweight, but it's television championship. But Stevie Ray unfortunately would not hold on to the television championship until on Nitro, where he dropped it to Chris Jericho. And yeah, it was not that much of a match, really. Mostly just a squash match, but yeah, I give it a 2. I'll give it, just be fair here, but I can't really rank it though, but whatever. Also, we're supposed to have Scott Steiner and Rick Steiner on this show. This is supposed to have 10 matches, but it was mostly 9 matches. But that match will be saved for Fall Brawl, which, yeah, again, we'll see that by next month. Because, yeah. And then Stephen Michael defeats Brian Adams. Not a pay-per-view worthy match. This match should not be on here, but whatever. A 2. There's that. Then we get for the WCW Cruiserweight Championship with Dean Malenko as the special guest referee. Humberto Guerrero defeats Chris Jericho, who made a second. He's in here again for the second time on this. Last week was SummerSlam 2009. Here is WCW Worldwide to win the Cruiserweight Championship. This was probably one of the best matches on this show. Who were two guys payback on Jericho for what happened at Super Bowl 8 where he took the mask off. I swear to God, WCW loves to take the mask off the luchadors. Rey Mysterio Super Bowl 9 was probably the worst example of it. But yeah, I give it an 8 out of 10 for this. Then we get the Battle Royal. This had a bunch of people in it, you know. Goldberg is the world champion. A lot of people say that they should have done Goldberg versus the Giant for the world title here. I kind of agree, but I think I agree with that one. But anyways, but Goldberg was basically on a one-man elimination spree. He eliminated Scott Hall, but then Kevin Nash decided to get himself eliminated to fight Scott Hall. Then Goldberg eliminates Conan. Then he eliminates Kurt Hennig. Then he eliminates both Sting and Scott Norton. The only person who eliminates somebody that's not Goldberg is the Giant, who eliminates Lex Luger. And then it came down to Goldberg and the Giant. The Giant basically chokeslams Goldberg. Goldberg no-sold it. Spears him, and the fucking impressive jackhammer he hit on the Giant for the 3 count. You know, it made Goldberg look good. Keep in mind, he was the WCW champion at this point. But yeah. Goldberg wins in impressive fashion. So I have to give it a 7.5 out of 10. Then this the main event. It's a tag team match. Ha, player. Daniel Page and Jay Leno. Yes, that Jay Leno defeats Hollywood Hogan and Eric Bischoff. This is kind of similar to the Bash of the Beach one, but that Bash of the Beach tag match was a lot better than this match, but it could have just been Daniel Page versus Hollywood Hogan one-on-one, but why this? Jay Leno fucking is a stupid dumb fuck. But yeah, and in this match, Hogan was selling for Jay Leno like he's fucking Andre the Giant. Yeah. And then Hogan, er, J-Lo pinned Eric Bischoff, which I'm surprised Hogan didn't take the pinfall. And then afterwards, Hogan and Bischoff are bad losers, and then they beat them up, and then Goldberg comes out to spear them both, and that's how the show ends. Yeah. Uh, I can't really shit on this match that much. I give it a 5 out of 10, okay? It's not a bad match, but yeah. So, Road Wild 98, I thought it was a fun show. There were not that many zero matches. I forgot what I gave these originally, but whatever. Okay, we're going this in a fresh slate, so there's that. I give the show, I'll probably give it a 6.8 out of 10. It's on the level of Halloween Havoc. Not a bad show, but there's that. But join me next week for Road Wild 1999. So subscribe and click the notification bell on that one. So tomorrow will be my SmackDown review. And then Saturday, not doing the dumpster fires yet. Probably Tuesday I'll do that. I might do the Green Lantern movie review out of the way. And then Sunday, I'll do the first of the 2 Radio Rumble boxing games, okay? We'll get that done with. So there's that. Like this, comment, subscribe to this channel right here, including the notification bell, as well as my main channel also. So there's that. Goodbye.